Today on the table I have the Bersa Thunder 22 and the Browning Buckmark. You will see a price split of about $109, the Bersa 22 being about $109 cheaper than the Browning Buckmark. Weight, the Bersa kills it. It's like almost half the weight. Overall length, it's much shorter. It's also got a shorter sight radius, almost about half. Controls, the Bersa kills the Browning. Like, this is so much more ergonomically friendly. The magazine release still kind of sucks. You do have to shift your hand position a little bit. But it's not as bad as the Browning. Like, I'm no doctor, but I think this was designed for Shaquille O'Neal, because I can't even get my thumb close to it without totally changing my grip position. The mag going in on this one really sucks, but this is an older model. This was actually manufactured in 1991, as long as I'm running the serial number properly. And it does look like they have addressed this issue, so you can just push them in. But on these older ones, you actually have to put your finger, like it still hasn't locked. Still hasn't locked to where it actually goes into the grip. Slide release, very nice on the Bersa. Very easy to hit. On the Browning, yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, I can get it, but it's not ideal. Safety release on the Browning. Going on sucks. You have to almost use two hands because trying to push it up with your thumb is very difficult. I can't quite get it all the way up. But coming off, nice swipe. Very easy to get off. The Bersa safety, this you'd almost have to use two hands just because of how it is. This is a double single. So basically, when you put it on safety, it decocks the hammer. Taking it off, I mean, I guess I can push it forward with my thumb. Not something I'd like, but because it's a double single and it drops the hammer, I'd honestly just go off safety, hammer down. Capacity, they're both the same, 10+1. Trigger brake, the Browning kills it. And these are really customizable, so you can change out the triggers, put in different things, customize it more to you. This is what you got. The trigger's got a whole bunch of creep. I'd like to show you the trigger brakes, but it's a really bad idea to dry fire 22s. Anything that's rim fire, because the firing pin will slam into the side of the barrel instead of just going into air, like with other firearms. The sights on the Browning are far more adjustable. You can do elevation, windage. You can take these sights off very easy, put sights back on it, different sights. This is pretty much what you got, and then it's adjustable for windage, not elevation. And it looks like just elevation. Now, what would I buy? Bersa 22 or the Browning Bench Buckmark? It all depends on my application. Say I'm, giving this to a kid and he's really, really new at firearms. I would actually go with the Bersa 22 just because it's lighter. The controls are easier to use. Everything it's more user-friendly. And another big reason why I wouldn't give them this one is because of the mag release. It's in such a terrible position. The ideal way to take this magazine out would keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, like downrange, and turn your body to release it. Because you got to put a hand underneath because it's going to eject it and you don't want that to go in the sand. But with a new shooter or a kid, what's probably going to happen is they're going to turn it sideways at 90 and sweep anybody off to the side with them. And if they have really small fingers and really inexperienced, they might actually bring the muzzle back around on themselves. Plus, this is a lighter firearm, and it's more representative to what real pistols are like. And that's the whole idea, is to train them to what real pistols would be like, so the skills they learn, they can transfer over. This is a totally different animal compared to most other pistols, so the skills they'd learn on this wouldn't really transfer over. Now, say the kid's a little bit older and a little bit better at shooting, then I would probably go with this. It's a much higher quality firearm. You can change practically anything out on here. It's customizable. They'd probably keep it for life. Where this is like, whatever, it's just a 22 pistol. If I was running competition, without a doubt, the Browning. Longer sight radius, a little bit more forgiving to sight errors. The trigger brake's much better. And I actually seen a guy run this in competition, an older gentleman, and this is an exaggeration, but it sounded like one of those old wind-up alarm clocks. He was just like, ding! It was amazing, and nothing special about it. Didn't have a red dot, just running open sights, very fast, very accurate. I just don't think I could get that kind of performance out of this thing. But thanks for watching. Leave in the comments below if you own either of these two firearms, what you think of them. Don't forget to subscribe.